From director Herbert Ross and the screenwriter of When Harry Met Sally, Nora Ephron, Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, and Joan Cusack star in a comedy about a guy adjusting to a new life under the Federal Witness Protection Program. In My Blue Heaven.
Now, this is a real nice house. It's one of the nicest we've ever moved anyone like you into.
Hey, Linda, what do you think? I always promised you a nice house somewhere in America.
Let's not get carried away, okay, Vinny?
It's gonna be a lot easier if you two start calling each other Terry and Todd.
It's a nice house, Terry, okay?
No, you're Terry and he's Todd.
When will call. I'm a new man. This is not the old me. This is the new me. And evening is nice.
Anyway, if you have any questions at all, just give me a call.
Thanks for everything. I really appreciate it.
This is my job. I get paid. You don't tip FBI men.
Sure you do.
I lead you to my blue heaven.
This is not a dump site for the toxic waste of criminal America.
That's my last mint.
Spit that out. Spit that out right this minute.
And this is where the road is blue. Just Molly and me. And the baby makes three.
Good morning, sir. Would you like to try a vanilla bran oat crunchy?
What do you think?
I just want you to keep your nose clean. Capiche?
You trying to say capiche?
Yeah.
Well, don't do it, because it hurts my ears when you do it.
Warner Brothers presents the comedy that asks the question, can an urban hood find suburban hood in...
Hi, Todd. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Brody.
My blue heaven.
Have a nice day. Up yours.
Martin Sheen.
U.S. government prosecutors want to block the other a Jew, and they sound like a couple of damn Nazis.
Sean Penn.
I was on the airplane with Hermetila.
Sam Wanamaker.
I asked the court to rule, Your Honor, not just for our clients, but for the honor of our country.
Judgment in Berlin. The true story of a quest for freedom that shook the world.
Take me to West Berlin, or I will shoot her.
You know, since the Iron Curtain, no one has ever stood trial for escaping from the East. But hijacking is different.
I didn't come to West Berlin to give the kind of false confession that take in the East.
We need is a reliable judge.
A Jewish judge in Berlin.
Oh, what's that got to do?
You're risking our entire future here for a couple of Germans.
You want me to bury these people to make up for all our graveless relatives? Well, let me tell you something. My sole responsibility here is to uphold my oath to the Constitution.
Can you see freedom? Can you hear freedom? I say yes. Yes.
The gripping story of political intrigue set behind the Iron Curtain.
I don't have to tell you why. They want to be free.
Judgment in Berlin. The struggle which pits U.S. justice against itself.
Six lives. 3 relationships. Tormented by deception. Seduced by intrigue. And driven by passion. Games of intimacy. Stories of seduction. Starring Elizabeth McGovern, Beau Bridges, Molly Ringwald, Peter Weller, Melanie Griffith, and James Woods. Women and men. Stories of seduction from Warner Home Video.
For Jeff Goldblum, a lawless life was a dead end.
Just let me say that I know what I'm doing. I know that it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but actually I do know what I'm doing.
Until he met an old flame with a new plan.
You honestly think I'll do this, don't you?
All we have to do is paint a copy, switch one for the other, and it's ours.
2 pros with a perfect car that will take them across the world and and over the edge.
You could have ruined our entire plan.
Our plan?
Now, two lovers are on the run, and the perfect crime...
You're under arrest.
...becomes the perfect mess.
You're an obsessive, lying, swindling, perverted lunatic.
Jeff Goldblum of The Fly and Silverado, and Kristen Scott Thomas of A Handful of Dust. Framed.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this on? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
We're rolling.
Hi, I'm Michael Moore. In my hometown of Flint, Michigan, General Motors closed the factories and put 30,000 people out of work. To raise their spirits, I made this movie.
Fire Roger Smith!
And went off to find GM Chairman Roger Smith to get some answers. Boy, was he hard to get to.
We're gonna have to ask you to leave the club.
You want me to call Roger Smith?
That's off limits.
Call General Motors. I really don't know.
I don't think we've met.
Do you have an appointment?
Mr. Smith is not in.
I don't understand.
Would you mind leaving?
So while looking for Roger, I got to know some of the people in my hometown a bit better. Like Deputy Fred.
I treat a person the way I would like to be treated. Sheriff's Department.
And I met a neighbor or two.
I was color analyzed by someone in the IMS line who are the people who taught me to do colors, and I've discovered that I am another season.
Talked to a PR guy at GM.
Because a guy is an automobile executive does not make him inhuman. I've talked to enough of them, I know what their concerns are.
I met some celebrities.
Well, I was born here in Flint, but I don't know anything about it.
And kept trying to find Roger. Roger wasn't talking, but the critics wouldn't keep quiet. The New York Times said, America has an irrepressible new humorist in the tradition of Mark Twain. Rude, rollicking, and witty.
This guy, out.
New York Magazine called my movie unforgivably entertaining. Newsweek called me the hottest filmmaker in the country. The Chicago Sun-Times called it smashingly funny. A surprise hit. Plus, Roger and me won awards and wild acclaim at the Toronto, Chicago, and New York film festivals. So Roger, if you're out there, listen to the critics. See this movie. Thousands have. You'll enjoy it. After all, I made you a star.
Look out for more exciting previews of forthcoming releases from Warner Home Video at the end of this feature presentation.
This film has been classified 15, which means it's unsuitable for anyone younger than that. It's an offense for a shop to supply a 15 video to anyone below that age. 15 films may have a fairly adult theme or contain scenes of sex, violence, or drugs which, while not particularly graphic, are unsuitable for younger teenagers. They may also contain sexual swear words.
He that says he is in light and hates his brother is in darkness. He that loves his brother abides in the light, but he that hates